I think we're going. Hey, everybody. This is so we start. This is Mitch. Mitch. Anytime that you make any sort of Polyend content, Mitch shows up and like forces you to say certain things because it's a really aggressive company.
Yeah, I'm forcing him to stay on script, and
Yeah. I'm reading a teleprompter right now. Yeah, it's a really good product. No, I met Mitch through. I'm like talking to a third person here. Everybody can see us. Great. Everybody can hear us. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I met you through Empress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you reached out after the Reverb video.
Yeah.
And then did you meet Polyend through me or just through
I think
random?
so.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Superbit. I
Okay.
can't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe yeah.
And maybe move your mic closer if you can. You might have to like drag the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to my professional streaming studio.
Perfect.
So we and then you've been working with Polyend for God, it seems like it just happened, but yeah, it's been a minute.
Years?
Yeah.
2 or 3 years? I don't even know how long.
Yeah. Because in my head at the time, Polyend and Empress were like my two favorite companies, and I just really, really wanted them to come together into one somehow, and I guess that sort of happened through you, but not necessarily like in the official reign, but yeah. So we have these two things. This is the new Polyend synth. This is the Polyend press, which I am way more excited about than most people are. I feel like it's such a great compressor for hardware. And then we have the Play Plus, of course. But yeah, anybody who's looking for a good compressor, so like one of my criticisms of it is that I wish that it was a different form factor because it's just too powerful for a pedal. If that, I don't know if you.
I mean, you're going off script, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
This is a big problem. We're gonna have to cut.
Yeah.
No, it's like, it is kind of too powerful for a pedal, but it's really, I think, what we wanted as like an analog. I mean, it's what I always wanted as like a compressor because I wanted something stereo, all analog with sidechain high pass and low pass filters.
Yeah, and it's feedback, right? Feed forward.
Feed forward.
Yeah. And that's like, I think like every other compressor pedal that I have is feedback.
Yeah, and it's kind of counterintuitive because like feedback compressors take the signal after it passes through the compressor to trigger the gain reduction circuit, and feed forward takes how you would think every compressor would work if you were just like think like, it takes a signal and then it puts it into the gain reduction before it compresses it. But it happens so fast with feedback. Usually it's like you don't notice, but it's really snappy, and like a feed-forward compressor is really great for drums and like compressing.
When I did my mastering video, I think I dove into the compression of the Focusrite thing. The compounder, just because like the weird optical opening and closing going on in there. But what I didn't really get to the bottom of, and I guess this had just come out, and obviously it wasn't like a sponsored video or something. So, but what I didn't get to the bottom of was why. So isn't the reason that somebody uses feedback somehow, like I don't really understand how that reduces noise, and so this should be noisier, but it's not, and I assume that's just because y'all lucked out with some great components or something. Like.
Yeah, I mean it's not a budget compressor by any means, and so the kind of philosophy behind it was like just like make the best thing possible regardless of what's available.
Yeah.
Or not what's available, but like what the components cost. It really is, because compressors can be like noisy a lot of times. They'll break up with like a synth if you throw line input or like hot modular level signals in it. It'll distort. A lot of people like that because you can like push a compressor and kind of like, push the input. This one doesn't even have an input.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that, but it has makeup gain. But like you could push the input into the compressor and get it like a breakup, or like a distortion effect. And so a lot of compressors, especially guitar pedals, I think are more like effects. This is like a clean, like transparent kind of professional.
It's funny because I saw that the Chase Bliss came out right around the same time, and I thought to myself that like the Chase Bliss is like the fun experimental compressor, and then this is like you want a master of your DAWless.
Yeah.
You want it to sound like a master when you're recording it or something.
Right. I think it's cool that that came out too, because it couldn't be
it's
like
so
different.
It's so different,
There couldn't be a more different compressor out there. So because like I had heard that someone else was doing a stereo compressor at the time, because someone was like, hey, I was like, hey, you want to do a video on this? And they're like, no, I'm doing another stereo compressor. And I'm like, wow, that's a bummer.
Oops. Yeah.
But to see it and be like, oh, it's a Chase Bliss pedal. That's like
is
the opposite of this. It's cool.
Is that one even shipping yet? I don't think it's actually out, is it?
I think I've seen some people on like social media using it. I'd like to try it. It's cool.
And then there's and then another thing I never really looked, or I don't remember looking at the circuitry of the Empress compressor. That's a feedback, isn't it?
It's feedback, but it's also really transparent.
Yeah.
It's a really nice. I mean, that's a great compressor.
Yeah. I feel like so many people are probably watching this for the synth. They're just like, why are we talking about fucking compressors right now? Yeah.
It's like, no one wants to hear about compressors.
Yeah,
it's
people
boring.
don't
this makes sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the synth is how do you describe it? I guess it's like, this is a weird patch. This is not a patch that I would start with, I think. I don't know what I would start with. I looked through a couple of them. I really was more into like playing with my own, but
that one's one of mine, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm Acha.
Oh, okay.
Or Acha. That's because I am going to release music and never do, and I have to change my name every time.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you get to play with 3 different synth engines at once. And then we select between... Oops.
Oh, that's in C major. It's like a C major sample, so it's going to sound bad it's going to sound out of key on all this.
And then, so we could select our different synths here. There we go. This one is a physical modeler. Is there any quantization going on with the when you press it in? Is there like...
That's a sequence, so yeah, there should be. Let me see.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, sorry, I'm being dumb.
Oh, just to turn it off real quick, you can double tap.
Yeah.
Tap, double tap. Shift. Double tap, shift. And so the scale will play back like, let's see, that's the wrong synth. The middle one is the orange, so if I hit seek, you can see my sequence, and it's, it should repitch it in key. Mm-hmm. But that's also dependent on all these other factors that like.
So but I guess what I'm asking is if this one plays, would the input of this be No, it wouldn't. Okay. I was actually just wondering if I was getting lucky with those strikes or if that was like quantizing the beginning of when I was pressing it. But
it should. It didn't sound like it was, or it didn't.
yeah.
But
I'm reading all the comments. Are there any touch interfaces on that thing, or can it be, on that regard, at least be considered mostly accessible without sight? Maybe if you like only had two. I don't know. I guess if you got really used to, because I feel like the only reason I could even answer this, the only reason I feel like I even have any sort of answer to this is because when I like shot the Instagram I just wanted to shoot a little thing with it, and I was really tired, and I was working like all day on editing, and I just turned it on, and I noticed when watching it back that my eyes were closed most of the time, and I was like, oh, okay, so I guess, yeah. Like, right, my eyes have been closed since starting this stream, actually, since switching.
yeah, I mean, it's somewhat accessible, I would say. It's not. One thing is like, none of these knobs have labels anyway.
Yeah.
So, in that regard, it might be, as long as you memorize what, these buttons, because each button accesses a different parameter, of course.
And I guess if you were playing a show, you would kind of memorize your presets anyway.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even touch those if you're playing a show. I would just do like these.
Oh yeah, right. You have the macros.
The macros, and maybe I'd do the filter. Honestly, the way they're set up now, I'd probably.
Yeah.
There's no filter.
None at all. Sounds nice.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time modeling the filters. I think pretty happy how they sound.
Yeah, I saw some people, maybe it was in my Instagram or something, some people were saying that they were like, a digital synth, man. It's like, man, like the chips now, like you can't, like it doesn't, I don't think it's really detectable. Didn't Andrew Wong just do a video on that, like analog versus digital or something, or didn't I see some thumbnail? I didn't watch it.
I saw a thumbnail.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, I can't. I feel like as of like 5 years ago, unless it's something going on with like audio rate modulation or something crazy like that, I can't tell the difference between the two anymore.
Yeah.
I'm cooked. Yeah.
Self-oscillation probably doesn't sound like it doesn't self-oscillate anyway, but
yeah, I mean, but you could still get self-oscillate. What was
the delay you can get?
There's some digital thing that I have in there that self-oscillates, like it's almost close. The Hydra synth was actually close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that one's actually like, nice. I don't really, it's not my favorite synth in the world, but like for a digital synth, it sounds very, very analog to me. Give me a 4 on the floor and a 15% swing and a 20% variable. I could think of some products like that, Aquatic, that are coming out soon. Not soon, but just sort of like, I want this, and then kind of happens. There's a mastering plugin coming out like that soon, which is like maybe the weirdest idea in the world. Just why would you want to type prompts to a mastering plugin? But hey, what do I know? I'm gonna go to an init and show everybody what we're gonna go through all the. I wish that I had a little bit more time to watch what some of the other creators did, so I could like try and find the areas that they didn't touch, but.
They just mostly just played my scenes because they're the best.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
I don't know. I actually haven't really hardly even had time to watch any of the videos either.
I mean, with the launch of the thing. Yeah. So this is Acid. I know this. Well, anybody who has a play will recognize Acid. Fat. Oops. I'm playing this one because I'm silly. Which one sounds the most analog to you? Fat?
Maybe VAP. Fat or VAP.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, the VAP is.
But it's more like, I guess you can do noisy like hats, but
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
the acid. I don't know.
All right, let's go with that. Nope, not save, sorry. I did not know that double tap does that, because again, I didn't get a manual.
You did not
Yeah.
get the quick start guide. It's a, there should be a page that tells you all those little.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I
Like,
didn't even realize there was that. Okay.
No, you didn't get that either, because you've had this too
Yeah.
long.
What were your favorite? What's your favorite feature out of the whole?
I mean,
thing?
I like the chord pack mode.
Yeah. How? What's the deal with creating your own? I was wondering.
Yeah, it's in beta right now.
Oh, okay. So it is going to be possible. That's good.
Because, and I think it should be on the firmware. It's like a hidden feature on the firmware that I sent you today. I don't know if
Oh, okay.
you installed that yet, but you can download it on the website, and it lets you just make chord packs yourself. That is probably, it's still in beta because everything else on it is super stable.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time to test that particular feature.
Yeah, I was like, can I make giant steps? Because, okay, so I guess one thing to explain that probably a lot of people don't realize, I guess you could do it if you want, to make something, to put it in the sort of chord, what's it called? Not the latch mode, but where one of these will play along with whatever, yeah.
Yeah, just so there's a couple different kinds of chord scale modes, or chord pack modes. There's just like MIDI chord packs.
There we go.
And you can buy the MIDI chord packs online. They're a great deal.
I feel like we should say that you're
Just
joking.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I gotta be careful what I say because yeah, joking about MIDI chord packs. Also, I was joking about my synth, my patches being the best too. That's.
I mean, I think they're pretty great.
Thanks. But yeah, I'm just, I forget I'm not just talking to you, and I can't just be sarcastic because you know me.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I was actually, I didn't know that Mr. Bill had patches.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I got him one, and he did not do what I expected.
Really?
Yeah, he did it's called Emo was the name of his scene.
Yeah.
And I thought Bill would make like.
Yeah, like a gwag,
gwag,
yeah, sort of a dubby.
Yeah, and it's like this plucky, like ambient thing. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I played with them, and I was like, but I mean, yeah, pseudo, or I guess cool for Bill to not, to be so respective of your NDA to not even tell me, being like, hey, I got one of those.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I didn't even know he had one.
That's cool.
So you could send him, you could tell him anything. The man can hold a secret.
Yeah, he can. But back to the chord pack. So there's like different chord modes, chord playback modes, and you can set your scale. I'll just go through the whole grid layout. There's different ways you can set up the grid and play back the synths. Florida Man is the one, my favorite. That's why it's called Florida Man. But I'll just set it.
Point that Mitch lives in Florida,
Yeah.
so everybody should know. Yeah.
For the moment. But let's see. Chord. pack. Chord scale is like a chord in C major scale.
Yeah.
So if I set it to like major seventh, it's going to turn all these into not into a major seventh scale, but I think we need polyphony for that.
Yeah.
Because this is taking up all the.
Yeah, I'm like,
so
yeah.
It's like, why can't? And that's, so that's way too. I don't want it that bassy. So if I go over here, I can hold that blue synth down and just turn this knob.
Oh wow, I did not know that either. So just to point out that you could also like just do that from the set. Yeah, you don't have to do the shortcut, but yeah, because I didn't realize that. And
So yeah, now you have a C.
Yeah.
C major, seventh chords. And then you can take these. You can also do custom chord packs. That's the other.
Yeah, I really like that.
And then chord is just, it's going to turn everything into a major seventh.
Right.
I think maybe if you just have like a little row and stuff, I think the use case is a little more rare for just having everything be a major seventh.
It depends how much you like harmony. Like I feel like somebody who's just like not that used to songwriting with like melody, they just be like, this is great. Like
someone that wasn't brainwashed by
MIDI chord packs.
So I'll just go to chord and scale and keep it there, and then I can change these to followers, or they can be in the note mode. They're going to play C major.
Yeah.
Or I could turn this to chromatic. There's a lot of different scales you could do, but it's just playing.
Yeah.
And it's lighting up at the octave, so you know where the octave is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll turn both of these to follower mode.
Yeah.
So you can, now it'll follow.
So basically, if I let me turn it to one that's a little more like, let's go back to major seventh. Okay, so you really can't screw up.
Yes. So it's nice for live performance and stuff because you can't. Yeah.
Well,
really go wrong.
What this is really good at though is like honestly like the thing that I like about that follow mode, the thing that I love about chord packs is that, like a chord pack can be, I'm assuming it could be pretty massive. Like I'm assuming you could have like, what's the largest?
12.
Okay. Yeah. So, 12 chords is a lot. Like that's like a lot of, that's like a lot of movement. And you don't have to play them one after another. And so you could kind of just experiment like that. And that's like a really good way to get an idea that ends up becoming a song, to just be like... Let me actually load up a pack on this one. Okay, so with this, you said that you hold shift and turn this to make the root higher. I know I could just make the root higher this way too.
So we'll exit that menu by just pushing any of these buttons over here. Which one? The blue?
If I just wanted to like go up or down.
Any of them, just this.
Oh, okay, got it.
So the blue and then
cool.
Up or down.
Okay,
there. Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, that's...
And then you can edit kind of like, especially with the editor, you can kind of get how many, you can change how many notes appear in the follower. So you can have like a 4-note follower where it's just playing like the...
Oh, wow.
It's just playing the notes that are actually in your 7th chord, or you could play the whole scale.
Wow.
So
that's pretty epic.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I'm gonna load a... Ooh, not that. Sorry. Let's load, I don't know, one of these.
Yeah, that one's cool. That's DigiEffects. I think he made that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His sounds are awesome, always.
Yeah. Yeah, you got quite the celeb list.
I mean, the cool thing was we actually had these built in advance.
Yeah, I remember I remember playing with the prototype like in. Well, man, was that 2012? It was when it was in Anaheim, California, when we all had the same. When we were sharing the.
Yeah, that's 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
2 years ago in January.
Yeah, or I guess
When
no,
was
that one was later, so that was like
Oh,
April.
right.
Yeah.
COVID messed up time, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
When, like, I expect NAMM to be in January every year.
Yes.
But
Are you going to NAMM this year?
yeah. I'm going to do the Buchla and Friend event instead.
I have an
NAMM.
email sitting in my inbox about that, but yeah, I have a lot of. Yeah, I do want to go to that because I have been asked that basically this year I was told that if I want to continue speaking at NAMM, I could only talk about audio production things. I could only be like, this is how the best drum snare fits with the best blah blah, and I was like, all right.
So no, you can't mention.
No, basically somebody complained. I think that's what I'm hearing is that somebody So one thing to know about NAMM is that they a lot of the board members are also people who work for big companies like Spotify and things like that, and so apparently having my ass up there for an hour telling people to short Spotify stock or well I didn't obviously it wasn't about that, but my speeches were very anti-streaming and stuff like that, and so but
What
fair
if
enough.
you were like, what if you wrote a pro Spotify speech and then got up and then flipped it and then told a real speech about Spotify?
Yeah,
I mean,
or
you'd never get to go.
or
to
if I
NAMM,
did like a
but-
music production speech, but then was just like, yeah, and the thing that really sucks the sound out of this kick drum, much like tech sucks the money out of your artwork. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's see what's my favorite synth engine. Oh man, everybody's been asking me that question this week. When I went to McDonald's the other day, drive through, and the guy's like, "What's your favorite Polyend synth?" And I'm doing. I guess I would think that it would probably. I mean, I always want to say physical modeler because I love physical modeling, but I haven't had enough time to truly dive very, very deep into it. But I don't know.
I like the phase.
Yeah.
The phase distortion.
Yeah, I do love phase distortion.
This is cool. Carol, the developer of the phase, was like, he did new algorithms for like phase distortion. The Hermite FM.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them that you won't find anything else ever.
Yeah, this one, it's kind of funny because it is kind of like a lo-fi. It is a little bit of a lo-fi, I guess, physical modeling engine, which I really like, though. Like,
I think you can get more hi-fi sounds out of it, but I don't know why it sounds super lo-fi right now on yours.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, it's
Is it because of the?
I think it's this patch.
Yeah. Let's try a different one then. Oh. Yeah, can't go wrong with this. the decay maybe. Oh, you know what? I bet I need to actually do something with the model itself.
Yeah. So
In this case.
and also the filter is kind of different.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's
It's
right.
it controls the resonator instead of the.
Yeah, I have a way of making everything sound lo-fi.
Oh, it sounds good. I like this. You know, you can change the reverb too.
Yeah, you only have one for all of them, though, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty solid. You know, one thing that I haven't actually done yet is actually, let me just do this. So quite a few people have been asking about the aftertouch. In which case is in scene settings.
Back. Oh.
Isn't it? Oh no.
There's
Okay.
a couple different settings.
Yeah.
Actually. In the grid, you want to make sure it's set to not the grid, sorry.
Yeah.
System settings, maybe. They changed it since
Yes. Yeah, I know that's the
since the
beta
last
firmware.
release, yeah. Okay, it's delayed. And
Okay. And then is it in
then
no.
macros.
Oh,
then,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that.
And then you can assign it to anything. So like if you
Right.
want to
Yeah.
mess with the resonator or whatever, you just pick the thing and then tap the knob.
Yeah. And then it's still in that. Yeah, I like how it kind of stays in that like form. Although I didn't actually set it, so I'll do that again. Yeah, I like how it just kind of like waits for you to press something and you can kind of like zoom around a little bit. So I'll have it affect the form. Well, that's how I had it on us the whole time. This is why I keep saying that I want a stream man and that I need to hire a stream manager, but
this is my audition, and I don't think I'm going to get the job.
Yeah.
But I did organize the cables.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to
Chord.
stay with Polyend, I guess.
Yeah.
Stay with.
Oh no.
Yeah. Stay with the employer that makes all the cool stuff and not the jagoff who just wants to not set up for streams. I'm looking at all the Sandroids just answering all the questions that we should be answering, which is nice.
Shout out to Sandro.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Play 3 synths via MIDI in Ableton? I don't understand that question.
Yeah. Audio over USB. You could.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I've never used that. I've never utilized that in a Polyend synth yet. I mean, I've tested it and I've been like, cool, it works. And then I've been like, I've never actually, but I think it's because I have this studio and I'm not like on the road enough to really be that concerned with it. But it's a kick-ass feature. But
same. I've never used. I've tested it just to test to make sure it works. And like.
And then I think of the use cases where I'm like, oh yeah, and like if I'm just like waiting at a Starbucks and I have, you know, the play and the laptop in my bag, then I'm like, perfect. But then I never actually, then I just stare at my phone. Wow.
Yeah.
Lucy's really, I wish I had a Lucy cam. She's looks so comfy right now.
Get a stream manager and make them hold their phone over Lucy the whole
Yes.
stream.
She would be so offended by that. She'd just be like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Ben, get your pervert stream manager away from me.
Lucy's such a grumpy old lady.
Yeah, she calls everybody a pervert. All right, so I guess let's make a trap beat just so someone buys this damn thing. No.
Oh no, but the envelope follower, I did want to show you.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So that real quick. So the reason that the follower mode is cool, well, there's one extra reason it's cool. Say I can use the sequencer. I don't even know what this, I'm going to record a sequence, and it doesn't really change the rhythm. It just changes the steps, and then I can change the grooves, but then I can play it back. You know, I don't know. I feel like you should do this part, but, and then if I change this one to like an ARP, too crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I chose the worst possible.
It's just so loud. I'm just gonna turn the dampening down. Sorry, Ben, I'm ruining
That's
your
fine.
patch. It's also the ARP's really fast, but I can slow it down. I don't feel like these things go together at all, but
No, this is I
This is
chose.
like- this
Yeah,
is
I gave you
terrible.
quite possibly the worst toolkit ever. Do you want me to just initialize it?
I just want there.
This is like it's like the Guitar Center version of what
Guitar
this
Center
synth can
Saturday,
do. Yeah, it's
right
like-
here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
I'll just
how the.
yeah, that was okay. So, I guess to show people how to record a sequence, it's yeah. You go. And then you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, and then oops. Okay, and then that goes to your presets. Let's go to that phase. Oh, I don't have any phase presets. Good.
I don't know why.
Probably because I have a firmware that was pre-released. I mean, I think it's like or maybe I
Yeah.
just didn't copy it over to the new thing or something like that.
We changed the name of it, so they're in a folder that says like something else completely.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, that makes sense.
yeah.
It's still like it's still an amazing synth though.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the most analog of the bunch, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite one.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is like the most innovative or the most different from anything else.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, I don't know. I should probably know if there are other phase distortion synths and
Well, it's like
hardware, but I don't.
that
I can't think
Hermite
of-
thing.
Yeah, definitely. There's no Hermite. There's not enough phase distortion, in my opinion, in synths.
Yeah, Casio just.
Bring it back.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I always used to think like, why doesn't Casio make another like synth like a hardware synth like that? But it's because their total addressable market's massive with education and nothing with like the synth world. Like they don't actually have any incentive.
Yeah, I have tons of. I need to throw away some of those old Casio, like 80s toys from thrift stores that I've bought, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have a few floating around. Oh, let me change this engine to a. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Now you can do your chord thing. I feel like.
No, it's okay. You ruined it. I don't want to now.
Yeah. Well, by clearing this sequence, it might actually. Actually, I don't know how to clear a sequence. Oh, okay. Okay.
Now there's no sequence.
Yeah. Now I know how to clear a sequence.
No, you got to record it again.
But do we still have the? Yeah, go.
I like doing arps better.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Paperboy.
Yeah.
Original, like Nintendo.
Yeah, that would be like.
Oh wait, what was it?
So. Oh, does it not hold down the arpeggiator? Oh yeah, it does. Okay.
But it's not in follower mode.
I know.
Do you want it
It's
in
working.
follower mode?
Yeah, it's working as if it's in a follower mode, but.
Oh, it's just if you.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I guess. Oh, I don't. I was reading the comments and not paying attention. Sorry. I'll just.
Oh yeah, we need the
chord back and then follower, and we can do note or follower.
follower. Wow.
Yeah, this is modulating between keys. That's why there's no. No.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it in the stream, but there's no octave light because there was no octave for the C major scale in that. And some are all just the same key,
Yeah.
and some are like harmonic minor. I'll let you play with it.
Yeah.
I'll let you play with it for now because you're staying on script.
Yeah.
Also, that's a joke. There's no script.
Very Halloween.
Castlevania.
Wow. Now I just need to like change this sound to something else because
Please.
it's fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm choosing all the worst sounds, just trying to torture you. Actually, is this the right
okay.
synth engine? Okay.
It was just a saw wave.
Yeah, it was. Let's go with fat. I'm gonna get you fired with these sounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is on
Dude,
purpose because I
don't-
need the stream person.
Don't go to Benn's streams anymore.
Yeah.
Like his streams are better without you. Just please don't do that again. And if you do, at least get him to play some good sounds.
Yeah. Just have him commenting on a real musician.
Yeah. What was that AI thing the other day? Was it an AI joke of, oh, I'm busy because I'm the flashbulb?
Oh. Something like that. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like, I thought it was a funny joke because I don't remember the context, but it was like somebody's like, why aren't you doing this? And the AI said,
Yeah.
you made AI program your
Yeah.
response.
And it was like, because
And it
he's
was
too busy programming his synthesizers. Yeah. That's the type of joke AI makes. So if I held these. I mean, I guess like
Sold.
the point, I guess, like the point of this is like I would never, ever, ever write anything like that. Like, which is what I like about it. Like, I would never write that melody. Like, you're like, write some Halloween music. I would not write that, even though that is like the most Halloweeny.
It really just needs some effects, though. I mean, honestly, that I'm gonna put some modulation on here. That
Mikey 303 in the chat.
Mikey's got a couple on here. Hey, Mikey, I don't know why, but the broken ARP, Mikey did some sounds for this too.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But the ARP one, it wasn't working, so I took it off. I don't know why, but 2 of the synths were blank. I'm sorry that one didn't make it because it was kind of a cool idea. I meant to text him that. Sorry, I'm doing it on your stream.
Embarrassing him.
No, it was a cool thing.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you didn't make the cut, Mikey.
No, he did. His other ones are on here and then I bugged him to do more, and then didn't put them on there after I bugged him a second time, so I felt bad.
Oh, well.
But I didn't fix this. I was just talking about Mikey. So there's a lot of different modes on the modulation, and I was just trying to do something weird for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I suppose I could choose a sound a little bit less.
I love it.
It's a little goofy.
Yeah.
It's because of the detuning.
Yeah. You broke it. Oh, it was...
Oh, I'm editing the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this... we don't need any gliding there, but... There we go, it's a little...
Sounds like one of the oscillators is a step. Did you detune one by a step?
I did detune it a little bit, but so the goal. Oh, I still have the crazy. Let's change that a little bit.
Yeah.
That's intense.
If you're going for Halloween music.
Yeah. Wow. really good at playing instruments. You could really fake it.
Someone asked how it plays together with the play.
Yeah, well, we should find out. Should we sequence them or should we?
Well, we don't have a MIDI cable connected between the two. We could just use play as a MIDI sequencer, I guess.
Yeah.
Because yeah, there's right now I had play on with the. We set it up. How we had it set up now is the play is the drum machine going into the sidechain.
Yes.
Here, and the synth is the synth.
Yeah. And if we wanted to. Oh, it's this one. I'm only getting one channel, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's 9 and 10, I thought, for the play.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard. Oh, now it's all left.
I don't know what's in here. Is there anything in here? That's going into that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Should be Sarah.
Let's try this one instead. This way we could edit the. So this is the through. All right, let's try now. There we go.
Someone said audio for the synth is a little low. Sounds loud. Sounds okay to me.
Yeah. How are we on the same BPM without trying? Okay.
Default pattern is 120.
Okay.
But I've got the perk, the new perk drum synth machine is what's on here playing. So.
Get out of my weird tuning. And maybe go to a little bit less of a silly
grain or some. Try a granular one or something. You have no grains.
Oh, I didn't even know they had them. I just figured it wasn't maybe I just. Oh yeah, because you could just I mean you could just pretty easily
make your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actual presets for those too.
Okay.
They just that changed, the folder name changed since you updated it too. The legit. But yeah, it's pretty easy to program.
Oh, maybe grain isn't the best for this because we're doing all the following.
Right.
Maybe that would be a disaster. So let's just go to VAP. Or maybe what the fuck FM. Nice. A nice sad pad.
I like the reverb.
Yeah, here's our reverb effects.
Yeah, this is the new warp mode. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm just live recording random shit, sorry. I really need a different... Sorry.
That's all right. That's also a good excuse to play with the compressor.
Oh, I accidentally changed the system over here. That was cool.
It's crazy to hear it without the compressor.
Yeah, it's... sounds like...
It's not even activated, really.
No, it's just the makeup gain. It's just the gain and the
Just
tone.
Going through
knob.
an analog tube.
Yeah. Because the side chain's activated right now, so
Yeah.
that's what's so if I was using the side chain
Yeah.
filters to like really knock it out, but if I just low pass it,
Oh, nice.
you know, I can get like this bass
Yeah.
is too long, but
No, we could.
I can edit it.
So this is routed into the Polyend press, and then the play is going into the sidechain input of the Polyend press, and then out through the through, and then it's all just going into a 1402 mixer.
And yeah, those are internal effects on the synth. Yeah, the reverb's awesome. I'm really stoked. They put a lot of work into the new reverb. There's 3 modes, like the kind of classic natural, it's called. There's a plate.
I like the natural a lot too. Yeah, and the plate. Yeah.
There's and warp. I think is my favorite because it gives you those big kind of ambient things.
Yeah.
And yeah, just the bass drum I think is ducking
Yeah.
the synth right now. And you could. Sounds like fart noises. Try a different kit.
Drive pig. Yeah, you kind of can't tell that the compressor's on after a minute. Like, you like forget that it's on, which is what I really like about it. Because like, yeah, that's one of my favorite. That's like my favorite magic trick with this compressor is the.
It's like.
It's just like,
yeah.
Oh, it sounds so much better.
You don't realize it's on until you turn it
yeah.
on.
Yeah, just makes it sound wider even. Oops. Oops. I should probably not. Oh, look at that. We have all those voices.
Synth solo. Nice. The funny thing is you could just play that on a keyboard pretty easily, but like I don't think I could.
I don't know. I only know about 4 chords.
Yeah, right. Yeah, snappier.
Yeah. It's smooth. Yeah, I haven't even really thought about the idea of having the MIDI mode of this sequence this. That's like an insane amount of power. Like I mean, I feel like that's a track.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a whole track. It's just like MIDI mode of that. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, it won't do the chord follower. But I feel like if you're sequencing
Yeah, you don't need to.
this,
Yeah.
like
Just keep the gate.
just
Yeah.
sequence it. I don't see the point of doing a chord follower with this playing a like,
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain hurts now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to push it, but yeah, we didn't connect this via MIDI. You would just need another TRS cable. That was
Another
the last.
3.5 mil.
Yeah.
Maybe I have one. I should just like turn off all the sound except for your microphone and then only the camera on you and then look for one for like 20 minutes and you'll just be like, so the election was weird. It's like, talk to them, Mitch.
Yeah.
No, that's not one. I have so few
I was like-
3.5 millimeter cables, but
Yeah, I mean, I brought one.
oh, okay.
That's why. That's
That's one you got,
My
yeah.
personal one.
Yeah,
I'm
well, it's funny
going
because
there.
I should have many, just because I'm a human being in America, and I feel like all human beings in America have them, but I don't know where they all go. I mean, I have the mono ones for, good old modular, but maybe
Yeah.
I'll look for one for a minute. Here, I'll
Okay.
be right back.
Yeah. You want to put the camera on me and I'll just say awkward things?
If you want, sure.
I mean, I'll just talk.
Yeah.
Hey, Digifex. Hey, and see, I can say hi. There's lots of friends in here.
You can go back into all the questions.
And Dan, shout out to Dan too. He's a mod on Backstage, and he's awesome. And Jamie, too, did some presets. That's cool. Hey, Jamie. Questions. Will the synth also fit in the case? Yeah, they fit in every. All the cases are universal. So, deck saver case, it'll fit. And let's see. First, I thought it was going through Valhalla. Yeah, it's. I'm not really online. If you want to find me, I'm really not online much. You can listen to my music nowhere. I have an Instagram, but I don't really post to it much. But thanks, Adam. No, this is fun. I'm glad I got to come up here and hang with Ben and hang out. Yeah, basically, in person. And actually, I'm Backstage too. If you want to talk to me, you can ask me questions on the Polyend forum. Yeah. So you can DM me there too if you have like a question on it, or email me at Polyend too. Other questions. Yeah, I'm really happy that that we did something besides the Halloween music. So.
Well, this might do it.
Cool.
The stupidest way ever. Yeah, it won't. But it'll be fun. We get to have a little break and complain about these types of cables. Yeah,
One of these is going to be TRS. Isn't it, Ben?
Yep, I'm sure. Are you coming out to me?
Yeah, okay. Coming out.
MIDI in.
You know, we could just turn off the sound on this. I mean, maybe this will work. Let's see. MIDI.
Clock in. MIDI in jack.
Yeah.
Clock out. Doesn't matter.
What do I even need to set this to?
Clock out.
Note. I guess nothing on the menu.
Well,
clock out.
Clock out. Yeah.
MIDI out jack. And then the rest I just set up on here. Let's see if it works.
I have a friend named MIDI out jack. Let me make sure I have sound okay.
Is one of the synths set? Oh, what are the synths set to in there?
Oh, that's a good question.
USB.
Ah, there we go. All right.
So basically, you should just never use MIDI.
Yeah.
This is the solution.
Yeah.
Just never use it. I really.
What?
Oh, there
we go.
There we go.
So I'll just have 1, 2, 3 then.
Yeah, you know, you could sequence chords and stuff on here, or what might be kind of cool. Speaking of never using MIDI, I don't. So I'm like, where's the control for the MIDI on here? It's okay. That's gonna get annoying fast. What? Oh, I'm locked in a scale, but I don't know what scale it is. So.
Oh yeah, I suppose we should probably synchronize scales. Do you like how I chose this color?
Yeah, actually, it's black and yellow. I like it.
The old Hornet compressor color scheme.
You know, that was originally going to be named the Hornet.
Really?
No, never.
The Horny.
Yeah, that's. You know, I like the simple names because you can really go wrong with naming synthesizers and
like the Euro Bureau.
No comment.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of like the one where like I feel like I didn't mention the Euro Bureau, the name being weird until it was already like concrete, because it like the Steve and you told me about it, and then like after it came out I was like, yeah, the name though, and then you were like, yeah, the name, and then Steve was like, yeah, the name, and I was like, well, we should have all spoken like 6 months ago and this thing could have been called something else.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
At the time, I think Steve was really committed to the name because
He didn't realize that bureau was not an American term.
yeah, that and he wanted to make an expander to it.
Yeah.
Called the Euro Bureau Expanduro.
Okay, then. Well, that settles it. That's the best. Now, well, bureau's like desk, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so when it was first spoken to me, I thought it was burrow.
Yeah,
because everybody's saying Euro Bureau, and so
videos.
it's just like, so it's like a donkey, like a.
Yeah, I remember
like
you saying that.
yeah.
That was like like, why is it the Euro donkey?
Yeah, like a Mexican donkey.
Yeah,
like burro. Yeah.
It was yeah. I mean, it's such a cool product.
Yeah.
And the name, I don't know. I just call it the Zoya module.
Yeah.
Because
that's kind of what it is.
It's the Zoya module.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Back to, I don't even remember what we were doing now. We were sequencing this thing.
Yeah.
Did you set up? Sorry.
Yeah, we're all good.
I'm gonna break it. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, we're all set.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't
okay.
see you do that. I should have trusted.
I'm gonna chill the reverb down a little bit.
Yeah. For this, it's in a scale. I don't know why. I loaded one of your empty. Okay, it's in C minor. You know, I really don't even know if it matters if that's in whatever that's in.
Oh, right,
it's gonna
yeah.
play.
We're gonna find out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out what it does.
C minor. Let's play a minor chord. The nice thing about this is like, well, it shows you on here. Here's a fun little tip that you might not know. Like, if the chord's not in the key, it will still let you play it, but it's like shows you a minus to be like, hey, you're wrong,
yeah.
loser. So like, oh yeah, minor.
Yeah.
So I kind of love that about these things of like, you don't have to really think about the theory too much on.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm in C minor here as well now.
Okay.
I'm Corey Henry. Or Jordan Rudis.
That yeah, that sounds great. This is, yeah, you know what? This chord progression sucks, and I'll just add some random. There you go. You just instantly made it better. I'm gonna sequence the third one.
You know, it sounds like to me the first time you hear like a newer Aphex Twin song, Like, and you're like, what's happening here? Like, I'm not sure I get this vibe. And then like the fifth time you hear it, you think it's brilliant. But like, yeah, where it doesn't sink in yet, where you're just like, what's happening?
We should sell this as an album after
an Aphex,
this.
yeah, no, Aphex Twin, a newer Aphex Twin album that never actually gets good. That like it never settles in. It's just always like you always have that awkward like I don't know what's happening and I don't care.
You're always kind of like, I don't know if I like this. You never reach that point where you're like, yes, yeah, this is good.
Viral Beats, did you notice that he had perfect pitch after or before meeting me? Because I have that Rick Beato effect where I give children a perfect perfect pitch just by putting my hand on their face.
Yeah, that's why I was actually here for Ben to bless my child.
Yeah.
So he could,
that's
he
right,
could have perfect pitch. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll make a YouTube video about it.
Do you hope that your child has perfect pitch? Would you choose if you could? Because I feel like I would maybe not choose for my child to have perfect pitch because I want my child to be able to afford to like put me in a nice nursing home. And if they're a musician, they'll never be able to do that. So,
yeah, right.
Like how about like perfect like lawyer skills or something?
Yeah, I mean, also it's not necessarily like a gift for like just your normal. If you're not a musician.
Oh, true. If it's just like
your normal
like I heard a bird. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah.
Or like, oh, it's off. That bird is Adam. That bird is like,
yeah. That bird is like 7 cents off of A sharp.
Like if you were really neurotic and had perfect pitch, I feel like it would just be miserable.
I feel like most adults that have perfect pitch are neurotic.
Yeah. So I think maybe it's a gift to not have perfect pitch.
Yeah, that's a good I guess it's a good like when has perfect pitch helped me? Like I have mine's sometimes off by like I don't know 5 to 10 cents unless it's something really common like C or E.
Yeah.
And like and I'm trying to think when it's cuz I feel like it's modular it's like killed me. Like I've just like it just made me really miserable and I'm constantly like tuning everything. Yeah, it's like not that. Like when the CV tracking isn't perfect and it's like, or, oh God, you've been with me through my guitar journey and like, tuning every fret and like being, oh, this one's off. But yeah, it's like,
I mean, we went to like, I don't know how many guitar stores.
Do you want to see the haul?
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll bring the Fender to you.
Yeah.
I'll show you the crazy Fender. I finally got it. Here, I'll bring it over here.
Okay, cool.
And then the special super custom one's still in the house. Okay. So, I kind of gave it a Brat Girl Summer overhaul.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So for those who have no idea what's going on, which is everybody, because why would you if you weren't literally at my house a month ago? I have been searching for a new guitar for a really long time, and so this is a old 90s Stratocaster, one of the cheaper ones, like one of the I think it was a Mexican made. Yeah, it's a Mexican made one. And it's and I just had one of those, and I just had it kind of overhauled with new pickups and a lot of new things. And it has insane action.
Whoa, it does.
Yeah, it's like, ridiculous. You you only need one hand to play it, really.
No buzz?
Almost none.
Yeah. Cool.
And then this I put a lot more time into. And if you notice, I still have it.
I'm surprised.
Yes.
Actually,
yeah, check it out. You'll feel a completely different guitar from the last time you were here.
Yeah. Wait, it's not upside down though. I'm so confused. It is upside down.
Yeah. I inverted So these are left-handed guitars strung, like they're so basically like I could still plug everything in here, and then the strings are still the way I play because I play inverted. So.
Because I'm left-handed too, but I just play right-handed.
Yeah.
Because that's the only guitar that was around.
Sure.
I'm not a super genius that just plays upside down.
Or, well, I mean, I'm more of a
Or
super
invert-
dumbass because I
Super
just didn't
dumbass.
notice. I didn't notice for like 2 years. And somebody's like, "You're playing that thing wrong," and I was like, "Huh? Oh,
Too late.
too late. Yeah. Now I'm 7. Too late to change."
Yeah, I mean, if I would have started, if I could do it over, I would definitely just learn how to play left-handed like a normal left-handed guitar. I
Yeah,
think I'd be a better guitar player, but whatever.
maybe. I don't know. I wonder how much that actually.
Maybe not.
Because I had to. Well, I mean, my only frame of reference is boxing,
Yeah.
and I switched like after a shoulder injury, and I actually got better switching
Really?
to righty. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Anyway,
Do we want to plug these into? I don't know what.
into MIDI.
Yeah,
into
right.
MIDI and-
MIDI.
Yeah.
Actually, seriously,
We could like maybe just hit a clock, make a clock signal. With it.
yeah. You don't have any MIDI pickups on those.
No. Not on these new babies.
Oh well.
And then, the Harvey Weinstein guitar. That one is the what's it called? I keep wanting to say Hurley. Herman Miller. No, Harvey Bent.
Harvey
No, Harvey Dent.
Harley Benton.
Harley Benton.
That's it. Yeah.
So I bought a kit, and then I have the guitar as well. So I have kits and then the guitar, and we're gonna see. And I actually got a custom logo for one of them, and so yeah, that's like my next when this video's done. When this video's done after I get rid of all of the dead plants on the property here, then we'll move over to the guitar thing.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So you haven't put together the Harvey Weinstein guitar yet?
no, I have one that's together in the house, and then like.
Okay.
And it's okay. It's not bad. I feel like it could be worked on and be a reasonable guitar. The pickups are like so-so. And then, and then the kit one, basically I'm just sort of like taking apart the one that shipped and putting some parts of the kit onto it to make it custom. But
Is
yeah.
that because Chris
Yeah.
Chris made you buy it, basically?
yeah, well, no, I mean, it's,
He said it was the best guitar.
I think for the price, I am amazed by them. I'm kind of,
Okay. Cool.
yeah. Do you have any Weinstein guitars?
I have no
Harvey
one.
Weinstein guitars? Do you have
I
any?
don't have any Harvey Weinstein guitars. I only have 2 electric guitars, and I don't even have an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. Oh,
I
really?
had one in the trash can. I found a acoustic guitar in the trash can that had a broken headstock, and I just glued it back together, and that was my acoustic guitar forever. But the action was so high that
Yeah.
I just never wanted to play it.
Do you just not like acoustics?
I just buy synths
Yeah.
instead.
You should get a guitar ukulele.
Yeah.
Those are really fun.
Yeah.
Like those are, yeah. So my Harvey Dent guitar, Harley Benton. But anyway, yeah. Chris is right. They're legit. They're like
Cool.
for the price,
price.
they're like insane. But
Also, guitars just take up so much space.
yeah.
I only have so much space. That,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're pretty intense. Any questions or requests with the Polyend synth while we're talking about while we're just calling a guitar company while I'm racking up libel lawsuits from Thompson.
If this stream gets it's from Thompson, don't say the name, or the stream will get taken down.
Yeah.
Play Freebird. It's the perk engine. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Did the perk engine ship with the Play Plus?
Nope, this just got
Okay.
updated.
Okay, yeah, because I know it from the tracker. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm like. Okay.
it did ship with the Tracker Plus, and then the Play Plus just added it. Who needs a performance mode when you can just turn the repeats? There is a performance mode coming, but this is actually kind of more fun. You can play a beta version of it on the forum. Oh, you can't see what we're doing. I think you can.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know how to prevent that. I guess I need a, maybe I just need to have a monitor here or something.
Yeah, probably. Or right, yeah. Because I look over here and I think, oh, we're playing this synth on the screen.
Oh, yeah, you know what would actually help with that? Well, we could deal with that later, but yeah.
Is this drum beat stopping?
No, this actually could just, like, we could just look at that.
Right.
But, you know, it's just not in front of me.
Right. Oh, I've seen. Someone did say they wanted to hear some sounds. More physical modeling and more filter sweeps and more reverb.
Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose we could test the reverb by just turning the sequence off on this, or the ARP off, and then doing a little bit of this stuff.
Doing the no reverb tests, Ben. No Benn reverb tests. That's off
do
script. This is off script. Benn reverb tests are scary.
I'm out of pocket. As they say in Atlanta.
I feel like not for that. I don't really care if you do reverb tests, but like I feel like it's one of those things that
that every brand worries about.
Benn's reverb tests better not happen.
Well, it is funny because there have been some brands that were pretty pissed off about it, about me not thinking their reverb was great. So yeah, all you gotta do is that. Maybe actually turn the reverb on.
Yeah. There you go.
Not that high.
Oh yeah, like 0 dB is like probably the threshold of like, depending on the synth, but level 2.
All right. Let's just no diffusion. Okay, so no diffusion is nothing. So, yeah, okay.
But it's adding to the no diffusion now.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of like a This is like the Schroeder algorithm with less floats. So for anybody interested in the Schroeder algorithm, that would be, trying to think of a popular. Bahawa's, what's the free one? The
Which one is it? Vintage Verb?
not Vintage Verb. The Vintage Verb does have Schroeder, but a better example of that is their super, whatever the super delay or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, the Supermassive.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like that's what this might be comparable to. Although Supermassive has more voices. Just because of the, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the brightness all the way up. You're just clipping it out.
That's why we always use 64-bit chips. No, there we go. All right. All right. Bring the geometry up. Reset it. Do I hear crickets outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's super loud.
Yeah,
The crickets are really loud. I can't believe it. No, those are reverb crickets.
Yeah, it's just like I think. Well, it's just it's
It
like
sounded
kind of
like-
rainy and cool today.
Yeah.
Today's the coolest day of the year so far. Well, I mean, since last winter at least. Okay, so I guess let's just reset this back to
to 0.
yeah.
No shimmer. Is there? No shimmer.
It's actually nice if we could just a little bit less modulation and we have something really nice here.
So much better than the Halloween music.
Yeah, and then the plate. Yeah, you seem to not like the plate. I dig the plate, I think. I'm not sure what geometry is doing here in the actual algorithm, but
I'm actually just not a super fan of plate reverb. I don't know.
really, even the original like Blade Runner.
Like that's cool. Okay, I'm a fan
Yeah,
of plate.
it's kind of.
Yeah. Sold. I don't know. There's like.
What about most of the what's that pedal? I'm stupid. I cannot remember the names of anything. The best reverb pedal out right now. It is the
Mercury X.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like all the best algorithms out there are just plates. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I like the warp mode in it, or not warp mode. That's. I don't know
the
what
X mode or whatever it's
Gravity
called. Yeah,
or-
yeah. It's that sort of original one that they have. Trying to figure out what the geometry is doing here.
But But the altar plate is really cool.
Yeah.
And that was on the Mercury 7 too, and it was like
Yeah, and that's the emulation of the original.
Evangelist.
Yeah.
What was it? The L.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. Something 7.
You just said you can't remember the name of anything, and I keep asking you the names of things.
Something 7. All right, natural. Lexicon. Oh shit! I don't think I played with this that much, and now I'm kind of. Wow, that's crisp. That's a really nice natural algorithm.
Oh yeah, you haven't messed with the natural. Yeah, I just got the warp.
I mean, that literally sounds like.
It's on a shield.
Yeah, that literally sounds like you're just like. You know where the in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 when the in the school buildings around you, that's what I imagine. They're just. Every nostalgic place I think of is in a Tony Hawk level somewhere. The CXM 1978? It's not the 1978, isn't it? Is it? That's the CXM.
The
that's.
7.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's the
Mercury
Chase
X.
Bliss one. Yeah.
That one they did with Chase Bliss. I never really played it. It's got the sliders and stuff.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it's.
But it's the same algorithms, yeah.
Yeah.
As LVX. Some of the same algorithms.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let me.
LVX or not LVX.
I'll just get
Mercury X. Mercury X is it?
Yes.
It's the best.
The Lexicon
Reverb.
224.
Right.
Is the one that.
It was model. The plate was model. Or the.
Yeah, but yeah, warp is.
I just like modulated, over the top modulated fake reverb.
Yeah. I still am confused as to what is controlling the modulation. I guess it's geometry.
They all kind of.
Yeah.
Time, geometry, and size all kind of interact.
Okay. Yeah. And then if we max this out, it'll be warpy, like whir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. See if I could crash it so that way everybody could say that it's unreliable.
It's so buggy. This is
Yeah.
the most buggy product.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Yeah, I mean the fact that I am not crashing it when like purposely feedbacking all the delay
Right.
algorithms.
It's beta. The whole thing's a beta.
Wow. Okay, so this is actually a good here. If you ever wondered if the Polyend synth is buggy, watch this. This will crash a DAW even. I'm gonna do that. There you go.
Just cuts the volume.
But yeah, it'll just usually like any digital reverb will, like on a lot of products. But then if you just pull that time back, guess what? It comes back. So.
Yeah, I like that verb. Or delay.
Yeah.
I want to call it a.
Hot damn. Well, I like it. Somebody want to see the physical modeling? I guess we'll do that before we... If I load up a scene, will it change the effects back to normal?
Yeah, save it. Save the scene.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, well, you change the effects
I'll
already,
auto-name
but
it.
you can
It's a
save
hollow waveform.
you can save the effects as presets.
Oh, okay. Well, I saved the scene, so we're.
But I want to. Also, it's recorded, so I can go back and steal that one reverb that
do whatever you want.
I liked.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of. Oh yeah, the Mr. Bill scene.
Yeah, I love it.
I wonder if I. Oh, that's my.
Something.
It's still the reverb, I bet. Oh, it's because
the clock
the clock is. Yeah. Yeah, very not Mr. Bill sounding.
Yeah, I was surprised. I really like it. Like, I would play with this, but I was not expecting Bill to do that kind of.
Yeah.
It's funny. He calls it emo though, so I guess that's his emo
That's
side.
his emo side. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. Actually, let's.
Physical Mind just has two.
Next two, okay.
Yeah.
It's probably good if you want ears that aren't going to fall off. So yeah, mallet's very bouncy, right?
Mm-hmm. You can get that. Yeah, I mean it's so the physical modeling is based on elements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured.
The other, it's the only one that uses mutable code. The rest of them are all original. But yeah.
Didn't I send a physical modeling synth over like years ago when this was like in its like inception? I remember. Yeah, I think like they were like, do you wanna try sending like, do you have any physical? And I sent a reactor one.
Oh really?
But I think it was like
yeah.
it had too much headroom or something.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they're like,
But
it's
then
too advanced.
I feel like the concept of all of it was different than. Yeah, that was kind of like a.
Well, I remember it being like, I think it was probably a little more heady than this thing.
Yeah, I think at that time it was like kind of like the idea was to do like something more modular, where like there were more building blocks that you could kind of just put together and yeah.
I would like to match velocity aftertouch to mallet.
Yeah, you can do that.
You're like, that is the one thing you cannot do.
Never.
Yay. All right.
I guess you don't really hear much on the mallet for aftertouch because it's trigger. You know, it's like
Yeah, you got to make it like.
you'd have to do it like almost instantly. I guess I don't know. Yeah, right.
This would be a good mix for the reverb, to be honest. Oh, you know what? You know what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is. Oops. There is a. We are
200%.
Yeah.
Going all the way.
Yeah, that's the problem. There we go. Thanks, Dan. I agree. I wish that I had buddies more often too here. I mean, it's not. Mr. Bill lives nearby. Richard Devine lives nearby. Washed Out lives nearby.
Rick Beato lives nearby.
Rick Beato lives nearby. The Rock.
The Rock does?
Yeah.
Everybody lives in Atlanta.
Yeah. Where does The Rock live? I think he lives like. I don't know. I think he lives nearby. Lucy's like, whoa. She says, The Rock lives around here? So I love
I'm
him.
like way more excited.
She's like,
about
yeah. She's like, I like his movies. All right. Any last questions? Yeah. Yeah, I could have The Rock on. I could show him some Polyend synths.
Yeah. Have The Rock on. You should have more celebrities on. I mean, I know it's a big deal for a celebrity like me to come on.
Yeah,
but
it's honestly it's a lot of work. You know, like having your handlers came out way too early this morning. It was like, guys,
my rider,
trying
I
to
was
sleep.
like,
Yeah, your rider.
like really demanding. I had a stocked cooler of cherry Coke, and then I'm gonna throw them all in the trash. Cherry 7-Up. Sorry.
Yeah. How do you like the cherry 7-Up?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I love it. It's great.
The stream sponsored by. Oh wait, can you even show this on here? I don't know what the law is.
Yeah. No, I have a.
Sponsored.
On this channel, I'll show anything. I'll show my tits, my balls, my vagina, all of it. No, but yeah, on this channel, that's why I have this separate streaming channel.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about things like that.
You know what's nice about this channel? The trolls.
Yeah,
There
they don't
no
make their way.
trolls.
Yeah,
It's like, what's up?
And like most of the trolling on the main channel is like not. I mean, there's many synth trolls, but like there's way more Tesla trolls, and there's way more. A new thing is Adderall trolls, or like people who. There's a huge amount of people who just think that anybody who takes any type of prescribed stimulant is a meth addict. Like there is no difference in the like, and I responded to a couple of the comments, and I was like, just look at like the molecular breakdown of the chemicals. Like that should give you a pretty good idea of how different methamphetamines and Adderall is, or any of these things. But obviously,
No science.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's like explaining. I may have all said that to Lucy. Like,
It says meth in the name, Benn.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's a weird thing that I didn't like. I'm not even annoyed by it I'm annoyed by it because I feel like there are people who are like vulnerable who watch that video who are like dealing with like not being able to get their prescription and they're like freaking out, and then they see people calling them meth addicts, which is like, but other than that, it's like it doesn't bother me because it's like it's delusional behavior. It's just weird. It's like, why do you have any fucking stake in this, man? Yeah, but the angry Tesla people. Trying to think if we have any other big ones this year. The hum, not that much. A lot of crazy people.
Yeah.
Like people who think that like the hum is the government talking to them or something, but like.
And like you were paid by the government to make the hum video. Is that part of the conspiracy? Or?
A lot of people who are like really, a lot of people who are deeply involved in hum stuff.
The hum community.
Yeah, where they're a member of like every forum and stuff. A lot of them are really, really like the fact that I entertained that some of the hum is not natural gas lines. Like there's natural gas line people that are really angry about that. Like they're like, how dare you? It's this is the oppressive industry that's been making our life terrible. And then there's like people who really latch on to like the like the ibuprofen thing. People are really defensive about that, where they know it's a drug they were prescribed wrongfully or something. And I think a lot of times it's like an attorney, maybe like they've contacted an attorney who kind of like come, did this to you. Yeah, we need to sue him. We need to have a class action.
That sounds like something an attorney would do.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's funny because like the only next step to that video, which there are next steps, but the only next step to that video is like requires insane amounts of funding, just because it like now I can never have an interview. Like I contacted like natural gas companies for that videos, but I can never do that again because it has fucking like over 5 million views at this point.
Wow.
It like made, like weirdly that video was like one of the more mainstream things that the hum has experienced. So
I wasn't expecting that. I just didn't know it was that big of a deal, I guess.
It's I mean it's crazy. That video that video spawned a lot of crazy things. But I can no longer be. I would have to hire somebody to interview people for me or something like that. I think
like undercover. Next one should be
the Borat effect.
Borat hum.
Yeah. But no, I think the next chapter to that is noise pollution. I think because the one thing that stops any lawsuits regarding hums or like weird noises that people hear that are caused by like for example, there's a place in Texas that I plan on checking out where a Bitcoin mining center. It's just a giant factory that does nothing but mines Bitcoins, and you have all of these hardcore like oil. Like this is West Texas. It's like oil country, like the most conservative part of the United States, and you just have these old conservative people whose lives are being destroyed by a Bitcoin mining factory because it makes so much noise. And they're like, and it's such a politically conflicted situation. And then down in South Georgia right now, although I think the hurricane kind of screwed things up a little bit, obviously, because it destroyed a whole bunch of it. But there's solar power. There's a big solar power boom down there. And apparently solar plants are really loud in people. And so that's another area. But yeah, those types of things, the people in Texas sued the Bitcoin mining place. Okay. And it ended up not being, either the case wasn't heard or it was like kind of thrown out right away because there is no qualitative evidence that noise pollution is harmful, which is like, really? Okay, shit. Wow. That's like it's a bigger Pandora's box, but yeah. Oh yeah, of course there's conspiracy theory people, like tons of conspiracy theories. I mean, that's like, that comes with the territory, especially up in Taos, New Mexico, where like a huge, that is a very like hippie-ish, I don't even want to say hippie, but like the northern New Mexico, well, yeah, like Sonora, Arizona, type of like crowd where it's like
Sedona.
Sedona,
Yeah.
Sonora Desert.
Right.
It's but yeah, I mean, people who like have crystals and things like that,
Yeah.
and it's like you have a lot of that, and so when you have something like the hum, and although when I went there, I guess I don't know, I feel like the people I talked to some really reasonable people who are not hippie-ish at all, and they were like, no, there's something about the energy of the place that just brings people back. They try and leave, and they just don't feel at home unless they come back. And at some point, it's like, okay, that's way more convincing than I thought it was when I was reading the internet comments. But
Actually, like I would live there in Sedona maybe
yeah,
if it didn't. I think it's really expensive.
yeah,
Actually, I don't know if I'd live there, but I actually do like it. As a place too. I think it's kind of welcoming, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, there's no evidence that getting pounded with continual noise. Yeah, I think it would be. I mean, obviously, tying it to sleep quality would be like the first factor, but that's, I suppose, medically that's a different issue. Like, but anyway, all right. Well, I guess that's the stream.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody. Sorry,
Yeah.
my video, my Russia video is not out yet. My misinformation XBot video is not. I realized last week I said it would be out this week, and it keeps getting more intense. But if it has to be out by next week, because I am doing I have a sponsor to do a fundraiser for Ukraine, and I have a date limit. I have a deadline now. Otherwise, that money doesn't get paid to Ukraine. So I now have a deadline to actually have it released. So I've been working 14 plus hours a day editing it. So
Cool.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
All right.
Mitch, for coming.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben, for having me. This is fun. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great.
All right. Well,
Halloween album will be out shortly.
yeah. We'll put it out. All right. See you, everybody. Bye.